Yeah. They need to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I hear on They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. They need to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I hear on They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. I live my life off bankrupt. I'm just trying to fill my tank up. It's Paul Barrels to the world go. The streets dirty, ain't no dandruff. You still get shot in them handcuffs. A lot of women trying to man up. The gangsters won't pull their pants up. I say with them off that they heads up. Yeah. The one-on-piece, they be giving them dead. Rude boy, Joe running the head. Double killer, we be rocking them dread. Looking for them when they stuck with the block. Bustin' back when they hear them shots. Babies dying and their mothers crying. Blood on me and I can't deny it. Lord help me for like the devil's son. Take a life, what we do for fun. To each his own when we doing wrong. The people coming, how we stay on the run. Chopper talking like it's straight retarded. The evil ones try to play the smartest. Body count, who gon' go the hardest? I talk this shit, they no basic artists. Chopper hopping, ain't no ducking you niggas. Gang, we don't fuck with you niggas. Get the trigger when you thinkin' you bigger. Ain't no reaching, you can hit with the blinker. Blowing trees while I sip on the liquor. Blowing racks, they be paying the strippers. Blood, sweat, and them tears I deliver. Too much trust, they don't want that attention. I'm talking like oh yeah, I hear on fake. They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. They need to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I hear on fake. They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. A lot of pain we gon' go through, but joy coming that morning. Prayers up, we still gon' go when he callin'. He gave us a choice, so we got the right. No, we will not pray the same. Just keep up the faith, cause we got to grow. No, we will not stay the same. I am so willing, so committed. No, we let the Lord, my heart remain. And I was dead on my soul. Won't live like I did before. They need to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I hear on fake. They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. They need to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I hear on fake. They need to hear all my music. Oh yeah, running straight. I got my head up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Big screen, yeah, we back in action. Moonwalking on the Michael Jackson. Rap fanatic, break the bracket. Gray sweats, you can see the package. Poverty, you'll leave in my favor. I'm a 70s baby, I'm a Godzilla. Hip raps, I don't knock switches. It's all on you, how I rock with ya. Tally up, okay. Come outside, who on gang? We gon' ride like back in the days. Bring your music, it'll never get played. Tape decks, we can hear all your tunes. Safe sex was a number one rule. Slut box wasn't nothing to choose. A broke nigga had nothing to lose. Deep dish, top back, coming down, shit on slab, blowing trees, selling crack. Hit that street with that sag. Two in the front, two in the back. Freestyling, we singing, we rapping. Wasn't my time, they held me back, but I still do this if I didn't do that. I got my head up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Around 60 bands up in the mattress. I was paying my people for the package. Never ducking them haters, never lacking. I was pole to pole, bitch, I was packing lolly-dolly. When the party had about 50 deep, we was right there. We was on the wall, we was on the floor, we was at the bar, my hitters everywhere. But y'all ain't know about this. Always been a leader. I'm a good good on Teresa. Let her use me up and then leave her. Check the money that is show on my people. Double up, always drop the rocks. Plus the shit when they rush the spot. Crab game never lost the crowd. For the Jack boys always told the clock. People talking, we didn't play them games. Fuck the same chick and didn't speak our name. When the money there, we gon' slide through. Yeah, we stuck together, how we grind food. Then we spread the money like a swine flu. Nigga, where you from? You about to tattoo. So deep in the water, call it shampoo. I was bossed up with an attitude. I got my head up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before.
So special.
We was chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us praise. Well, but that his name I'm forever praised. To the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping Israel, Israel, Israel. Chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us grace. Well, but that his name I'm forever praised. To the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping.
Reciprocated, just elated the fact to be black, we in the midst of greatness. Through the hell and oppression, we stand the test of times. Still feeling nobody as blessed as I'm. Next to shine when Christ return for a second time. Game's over for you heathens, my spiritual powers like a trained soldier. Ready for war like Samson till they all gone. With nothing more than a jawbone. But that's future prophecy, obviously. Till then, let's commit to the love. Follow these laws, embrace each other with kisses and hugs. Shalawams and shaloms in this modern day Rome. Filled with degradation, children in fatherless homes. But we the salt of the earth, these nations imitate us. We innovators, shout out to Judah in Venezuela. All the way to Korea, we the flavor, they see us. It's crazy though, although they hate us, they still wanna be us. Israel, not to confuse us with Ishmael. Cause we the promise, they worship Muhammad. All the while thugging, smuggling across the border, that fish cow. Calling on you, how would you miss down? You ain't his child.
We was chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us grace. Well, but that his name I'm forever praised. To the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping Israel, Israel, Israel. Chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us grace. Well, but that his name I'm forever praised. To the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping Israel, Israel, Israel.
Forever I'm reppin', reaping the blessings. I'm reppin'. 900 degrees, no half stepping. These lyrical spirituals straight from the heavens. Been ordained as a king, priest, F your reverend. The day of the Lord be coming nigh. Revolvers ain't getting wise, these babies is getting high. The day's short and I know I'm lacking time. Cause America's truth was all a lie. Babylon got a nigga depressed. This part-time got me all the way stressed. The church got you all the way in duress. Spending your last check for a Sunday best. While I'm on a quest, reaching success, refining perfection through day and night with no rest. But the vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. The Maccabees, we getting on one accord. A prophet put in the belly when I was born. Keeping the balance, making it sure, settling scores. Me and mine versus you and yours. Yeah.
We was chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us well. That his name I'm forever praised. Till the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping Israel. Chosen as a special race, set apart and he gave us well. But that his name I'm forever praised. Till the day we standing face to face, I'm forever repping
Check 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are tuned in to the hottest podcast in the city, in the world, on the planet. It's the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's, the open mic king, the one and only, the big homie.
Mr. D's, the open mic king.
And yes, you are tuned in. And it's going down. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on all social media simply by going to the Vibe on Air. Everything on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter, iTunes, whatever social media there is, the Vibe on Air is there. Make sure you go there, share, follow, like, and subscribe, become part of the community. Also go to www.thevibeonair.com, join that community as well. In the studio today, he'll be here in a second actually. We're going to be cooking it with businessman extraordinaire, entertainer, put on some of the greatest award shows in the city, red carpet, everything. Drew Lloyd will be in the building talking to us about what he got going on next with movies he's working on, things of that nature. We're going to be chopping it up with him. Of course, I got the ratchet news, and of course, yes, there's some ratchet stuff in the news, so we're going to talk about that, have a deep discussion. And of course, we're playing some of your favorite independent artists' music and music videos. If you are an independent artist, of course, feel free to send in your music to the Vibe on Air at gmail.com. It's on the screen right here, so make sure you send it, and we will play it for you. We'll get you on. Simple as that. Shout out to the artist that we played just a second ago. Shout out to my dude Soulja Boy with Faith from his new EP. Faith. We also played a video for him. Soulja Boy, Do This Like Before. And my man Ash Yasharia with Israel. Got to play that. We got more music coming your way as well. We're going to be kicking it with Drew Lloyd in a little bit. But, you know, we're going to jump back into this music. But as I always say all the time, I'm trying to make it brief so we can move it along. But as I say all the time, I need you to listen to this. Because this is important. This shit right here is important. Support your own, man. Support your own. Black businesses, support black entrepreneurship, support black entertainment, support Black Lives music. Shout out to the people over at Andre's for smoking mics last night. We had a good show. Shout out to Brandon Lantern for following through and all the other people that came through. Shout out to Stacy, Tessa, Kalia, all the people that came through. Smoking mics was this past Wednesday, but next Wednesday we'll be at Truth Social Lounge for the Culture Open Mic, and it'll be going down. It's the one right before Christmas, so you know you motherfuckers is off. Come through. It's gonna be crazy. We might even have a special guest performer come through or a couple of them. But make sure you are there for the Culture Open Mic. Make sure you are there. But please support these black people doing their thing, trying to make shit better in our community. And on that note, support me too. I got shit going on. Support my open mic. Support my.
Give a fuck about the amount I will, yeah. You know that I'm scared, yeah. Wanna take care of you, babe, like my daddy taught me to. We can take trips to wherever, babe. Like Smokey say, let's cruise. Nothing's gonna impede my hustle. Word to my nigga Nipsey. We ain't never ever gonna struggle. Baby, put your trust in me, 'cause I'm a working man.
I'm a work, baby, I'm a
Said I'm a working man.
I'm a work, baby, I'm a work.
I'ma put that work in.
I'm a work, baby, I'm a work.
'Cause I'm a working man. Oh, I'm a work. Born with ambition, I was complete every mission I does. If there's something wrong, I'll save the day. All you gotta do is wash my cape. Even when we in the bedroom, I keep the same complete attitude. Grinding like I'm on the block. Putting overtime in until you reach the top. I wanna take care of you, babe. Like my daddy taught me to. We can take trips to wherever, babe. Like Smokey say, let's cruise. Nothing's gonna impede my hustle. Word to my nigga Nipsey. We ain't never ever gonna struggle. Baby, put your trust in me, 'cause I'm a working man.
I'm a
Word.
baby, I'm a
Said I'm a working man.
I'm a
work.
baby, I'm a
I'ma put that work in.
I'm a work, baby, I'm a
'Cause I'm a working man. I'm a working man, baby. For the love of my life.
I'm a work, baby, I'm a
Said I wanna make you my wife.
I'm a
I'm willing to give you my life. From the depths of my heart.
I'm a work,
Oh, 'cause I love you. I'm a working man. Respect my hustle, baby. I'ma put that work in for you, baby.
I'm a work, baby,
I'm a grown ass man, trying to work my hand so that you can have this good life. I do it 'cause you are mine. Oh, yeah. You are my everything. Fuck out of here, nigga. Hell yeah. Fucked up. Hell yeah, nigga. What's up?
Hello, boy.
Some of my dick,
Man, you
boy.
gotta stay about that piece, man. You got work to do, dog.
No, man, I know, man.
Let's go get to the money, G.
Jonathan Cotton last saw in Serbia, finishing in 7th place. His brother Tyler finishing up in 4th. Only one of the duo here today. Pretty much neck and neck here. Jonathan Cotton last saw in Serbia, finishing in 7th place.
What's up, my man? You good? Huh?
Bitch, I'm jugging. Slow way. Bitch, I'm jugging.
I got you.
One way. Let's go. Bitch, I'm jugging.
I woke up on the knot. I'm from the dirt. I got a plot. I fuck this bitch, she takes me the back door unlock. Load up a dirty stick, I make a mess then mop. I'm from Killer County, where them niggas rowdy. Ain't no hoe shit about me. Ain't Camilla shouting. I heard your nigga got it. I hit her with this D. I said my niggas robbing. They left him in the street. Jug, how you pull up to my hood? Who I'm finessing your pack? Wait right here, I will be back. I got my granola to stack. I'm still eating for the folk. And I just caught me a Mac. I make you stop, drop, and roll. Y'all know I'm real quick to get it. I got that chip on me spigot. I fill my pockets with midgets. I bought the cost of your living. I love 150. I love booze and titties. I be finessing these bitches. And all of y'all niggas be stitches. Bitch, I'm jugging. I'm fresh off Central Booking. I'm blinding out. They cannot hold me down. Bitch, I'm jugging. I dance all in the pussy. I pipe her down. And then I'm sliding out. Bitch, I'm jugging. I jug you for your pack. It's not an act. This shit is really facts. Bitch, I'm jugging. I iced all my children. I'm clean and bound. Bitch, I hold it down. I'm coming for all of my riches. That thing on me holding my bridges. That rod on me, nigga, I'm fishing. Don't try me, I'm baking your biscuit. I'm hitting impossible missions. I cannot start counting these digits. These niggas be saying they with it. They lying, I really was in it. I get the pot and start mixing. I'm fucking up the whole kitchen. I'm selling 50s for 100s. It's fire, know they gon' want it. Hitting pays at my station like Sony. Have a with me in when I'm performing. You rapping niggas, it's so boring. I'm getting hair while I'm recording. Jug my way straight to the bank. I fucked that hoe off her weight. She opened up her nigga safe. I counted it up and I dipped. But I ain't done for the night. I gotta make me a flip. While I'm still running from vice. I think this week got me bugging. I passed the shit to my cousin. In public, we be thugging. I'm selling the drop, they gon' love it. I don't give a fuck about budgets. Cause I'm jugging nigga and it's nothing. I'm getting it in and I'm gone. Try me, I'm busting your dome. Bitch, I'm jugging. I'm fresh off Central Booking. I'm bonding out. They cannot hold me down. Bitch, I'm jugging. I dance all in the pussy. I pipe her down. And then I'm sliding out. Bitch, I'm jugging. I jug you for your pack. It's not an act. This shit is really fact. Bitch, I'm jugging. I iced all my children. I'm Cleveland bound. Bitch, I hold it down. Bitch, I'm jugging. 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 Somewhere. Jug. 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 Hell. Veil. Somewhere. Some dogs in teeth. My nigga Brainy on the beat.
If he ain't shoot it, it ain't poppin'.
She said she needed mani-pedi and I'm petty. Call me when you ready. Then I put my phone on D&D, baby. Not a heifer, no a hood ride chick could ever get another dollar out of me, baby. No, I am not a scrub. I don't need your tender love. Acting like you care, but you been agreed, baby. I've been gone, I am not at home. You could talk to tone, leave a voicemail right after the beat, baby. I don't care. Many's hoes for everybody, I don't share. Many's hoes wanna connect, but I don't pair. Many's hoes wanna come up, but I don't spare. I've been stacking mo, I've been stacking dough. She don't know me, but she love me. Tell me how that's actual. What you sitting on, baby girl? That ain't natural. Why you keep telling them lies, baby? That ain't factual. I know you pocket watching, clocking, trying to get you a fix. Cause you a broke little thotty trying to hit you a lick. Mask on Halloween, trying to find you a trick. Or somebody that's gon' treat, baby, that ain't this. See, I'm the wrong one, but I'm an entertainer. See, we can roll one. Had to switch my lifestyle to the gold one. And I keep the magnum, it ain't no handgun. 2 shots, baby, and 1. She said she need a mani-pedi, and I'm petty. Call me when you ready. Then I put my phone on D&D, baby. Not a heaven, no a hood rat chick could ever get another dollar out of me, baby. No, I am not a scrub. I don't need your tender love, acting like you care, but you been a creep, baby. I've been gone, I am not at home. You can talk to Tone, leave a voicemail right after the beat, baby. Wanna tug on my beard like I'm Santa, then take a picture on my lap on a Polaroid camera. I asked her what would she do if I had her, and she said the world is yours like I'm Tony Montana. See, I ain't gotta act hard, tiger in my backyard. I don't hang with squares, do I look like a backboard? I just crack a smile, yeah, I'm charming like a prince. But you know that I'm the czar, and you know that I'm the shit. Like a legal document, baby girl, I'm legit. Ay, hit, then I quit unless you can hit a split. Ay, then I double back, like I left my phone. Just that pussy waterfall, like the left eye song. And I just wanna rest my dogs. Every time I look up, I got a new missed call. She always trying to tell me that she mine, though. Ooh, she said she wanna kick it, but she lying, though. She said she need a mani-pedi, yeah, I'm petty. Call me when you ready. Then I put my phone on D&D, baby. Not a heaven, no a hood rat chick could ever get another dollar out of me, baby. No, I am not a scrub. I don't need your tender love, acting like you care, but you been a creep, baby. I've been gone, I am not at home. You can talk to Tone, leave a voicemail right after the beat, baby.
Talk to you too.
Check. One more time for your mind. You tuned in to the vibe on there. Mr. D's, the open mic king, the one and only, the big
Mr. D's, the open mic king.
I just like to hear my goddamn. Oh yeah, it's going down for sure. We're the better. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on all social media simply by going to the Vibe on Air. Everything on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that. Just go there, search for the Vibe on Air. You'll find it. And like, follow, or subscribe, and vibe. Or just go to thevibeonair.com and join the community. You can post videos, comment on videos, just like any social media, motherfucker. It's simple. You see, we got my man Drew Lloyd in the building. We're gonna be talking with him in a little bit. Shout out to the artists I just played, all the independent artists I just played. So we gotta show love to the underground. Shout out to my man Dwight Thompson with Working Man. Shout out to Hellville with Bitch I'm Jugging. And Artizar with D&D. If you want to send your music and have it played on the show, feel free to send it to thevibeonair@gmail.com. It's on the screen. So please feel free to do it. It's about that time that we come to what I do. That's right. We gotta talk about the dumb shit that go on in the news and life period. It's crazy. It's crazy today. So check this out.
No.
Yes. Today in ratchet ass news. And I'm only going with one story today. I normally try to go with 3 or 4 stories, but this one is just deep, and it's not really that new, but it's still relevant right now. And I'm actually going to give a shout out to Jeff Brown from Jeff Brown Show, because I actually caught this off of his page. But this is a true story, you know, and it got some copyright material. No, I don't own the rights to that shit. But I'm playing anyway because the police need to be held accountable. The police think they are right in everything they do. And yes, they are human. They get shit wrong all the time. But when they get shit wrong, it affects people a little bit deeper. What do you mean, Mr. Carroll? Well, here's the video.
Bad raid by Chicago police that the city's legal team is trying to stop us from telling you. It involves an innocent woman getting handcuffed, naked, with a dozen male officers walking.
Now, before I go any further, there will be some blurriness because it's they blur out a lot of stuff, and I'm about to actually focus this video because right now it's just too small, and I don't like it. Let me also cut out some of this copyright here. I'm doing shit a little on the late side because I'm slow and I got here late, you know, but I don't care. That's why it's called the ratchet news, because ratchet shit happen. If you don't like it, like it. But back to what the story was about.
Watching. Now, she wants you to see the body camera video, but tonight the city went to federal court to try to keep it secret. Here's CBS 2 investigators.
Now, just so you hear what they saying, they have body cam video showing this whole situation. She's embarrassed by it, but she still wants it to be seen. But the city itself is trying to get this pushed away in federal court. Crazy. But here's the story. And Drew, your mic is on if you got something to say.
Just got home from work. And while I was undressing in my bedroom.
It was a cold February night, and Jeanette Young, a social worker, had just finished her shift at the hospital.
You see them running up to the apartment complex with the battering ram in their hand, a crowbar. It was so traumatic to hear the way the thing was hitting the door.
Like for her door.
And it happened so fast, I didn't have time to put on clothes.
And suddenly, she found herself frozen in fear.
Now, if you look him, even though it's blurred, that's her. Now, if it wouldn't blur, it looked like she got a towel on because the way the blur is. But that's not a towel. She was butt-ass naked. Bunky-ass naked. And I'm not trying to make light of it. You know, I just, you know. But, yeah, she was in her house naked. Didn't have time to put nothing on it. Didn't have time to grab shit. And it's all dudes running through her house. Here's more.
Completely naked. In a room full of men. 9 body cameras rolling.
And you're just standing there.
And I'm just standing there. I mean, terrified, humiliated, not even understanding why in that moment that this is happening to me.
And the first thing police reach for is not clothing. It's handcuffs.
There were big guns and guns with lights and scopes on them, and they were yelling at me, you know, put your hands up, put your hands up.
What are you thinking right now?
I just
That's
remember, you know, being so afraid. It's one of those moments where I just felt like that I could have died that night. If I had made one wrong move, I felt like they would have shot me. I truly believe that they would have shot me.
A police officer wraps a short coat around her shoulder, still leaving her front fully exposed. Even the sergeant in charge of the raid just stands there talking to her, while she has nothing covering her.
Eventually, you're going to start to hear that she get hysterical, and she's like, you know, crying, she's losing it. She constantly tells them, you at the wrong address. You at the wrong address. You at the wrong address. She lived by herself. The person they're looking for is not at that address. They got the wrong address.
And my hands are behind my back and I'm handcuffed. So there was no way for me to secure the blanket that they put around me.
But the blanket just keeps sliding open. More humiliation.
You need to tell me what you're looking for! What are you looking for?
You can see how some officers just stand there, until this one, wearing a mask, sees what's happening and goes and holds it in place.
It felt like forever for me.
And while they going through and all this, they still, you know, tearing up her apartment, trying to search for whatever, looking for this person that they still don't see. They obviously see that no one's there but
Listen
her.
how she repeatedly tells the raid team they were in the wrong place. We counted. She says it at least 43 times.
43 fucking times, man.
And she was right.
Oh my damn.
Wrong house. Our investigation uncovered police failed to do the most basic research before getting the search warrant approved.
We found they simply took the word of an informant who gave them Anjanette Young's
Now here's where it get funny, because they about to show you some shit on camera
man who
that they don't want you to see.
Had a gun and ammo inside.
What they gonna show you in just a second is when these dumb motherfuckers go to their car and they admit, I think you got the wrong address. On camera. On camera. They're gonna do it.
You got me in handcuffs. I'm naked. You kicked my house in. And I keep telling you, you got the wrong place.
Then, during the raid, something happens. Watch as two of the officers go to their squad car and begin reviewing their notes about the warrant. CPD would not comment on what you're about to hear the officers saying a few minutes later.
It wasn't initially approved or some crap. I have no idea, because I mean they told him it was approved, and then I guess that person messed up on their end.
Messed up isn't
they messed up on their end. They said it wasn't initially approved. The warrant wasn't correct.
He was awaiting trial on home confinement here at a different apartment.
So
in Anjanette
that's the
Young's
address that
complex.
they were supposed to be
How
at.
easy would
They
it
were
have
down
been
the
to
street.
locate him? Easy. Real easy. Because he was wearing a police tracking device. An electronic monitoring bracelet.
He had an ankle bracelet on
Possible
him,
he
dog.
could have even heard the raid happening. Because records show
They still went to
he
the
was
wrong
confined
address.
to the unit right next door.
But I'm telling you it's wrong.
My fault. They not down the street. They were next door.
I'll sit here and let you do whatever you need to do. But let me call somebody, let me call an attorney, because I'm telling you this is wrong. I have nothing to do with whoever this person is you're looking for.
We found if they would have done a little bit more research, they might have found where the target actually lived.
Yes.
I think Screw was being too kind because ultimately,
My question
this
is
is a
this,
constitutional
and I'm
rights
gonna pause this for a second. Okay, the dude they looking for got an ankle monitor. He has a GPS on. They should know where he at. Why didn't they use that? Why didn't they double check the address? Why, when they saw this woman, she telling them that they didn't take? Why, first of all, they didn't let the woman get dressed at all? Y'all cuffed her first. Y'all could have restrained her and had walked her, let her go get her stuff, and make sure she got dressed. Then cuffed her. Y'all cuffed her up butt ass naked.
In a position like that, with what she just went through, what should she do?
What should she have done? I mean, right there and then, at that point, possibly nothing, because she could have possibly got shot.
I'm talking about now, since the video.
Legal recourse?
Yeah.
I mean, that's her lawyer there. He talking about the lawsuit now.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's suing their asses. Definitely, Chicago PD need to pay her motherfucking ass.
Keenan Salter is Anjanette Young's attorney and is suing the police department.
if this had been a young woman in Lincoln Park by herself in her home.
Don't you look like the fat dude from the used to be fat dude from Blackish? What's his name? The one with mom in the commercials now. Bye, mama.
Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, Anthony Anderson. He like a fatter Anthony Anderson and shit. Is this Anthony Anderson playing her lawyer?
A young white woman, let's just be frank. If the reaction would have been the same. I don't think it would have been. I think they would have saw that woman, rightfully so, as someone who was vulnerable, someone who deserved protection, someone who deserved to have.
They would have put a clothes on her too if she was a white woman.
They viewed Miss Young as less than human.
This woman was terrified. With all these white dudes
They did
just
eventually
standing
walk
around
her
her.
to a room to remove the handcuffs so she could get dressed, but then put them right back on and kept questioning her.
It gets even stupider in a little bit, because this is the part that pisses me the fuck off more than all this shit. And she's a social worker.
At this point, the sergeant in charge of the raid tells the officer who got the warrant to step outside. But you won't hear it because once outside, the body camera is shut off. Back inside Anjanette's home, another officer finally uncuffs her. She had been bound for 20 minutes. Listen as the sergeant returns with a new message.
We believe your story.
And you can see him trying to fix the door they busted so she could close it and lock it. But it was too damaged to repair. So watch as they try to find.
So they try to rig the door with some of her shit.
Settle on an ironing board.
Surreal?
What y'all should have did was called a locksmith and fixed her shit.
It's almost like a bad movie.
But no, you're gonna take her ironing board and try to butt it.
I feel like I'm watching a movie.
And then go talk to her.
Those are no actors. I'm no actor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was some crazy shit. That was some stupid shit.
And it happened to me.
And then too, once you realize that y'all was wrong, then all of a sudden you want to be like, okay,
the work is
you know what?
They need
I believe
to do
you.
the work.
I really do. I believe you.
Right.
No, you knew you was wrong.
Can't just
You had to know.
constantly do it and leave people's lives in ruins because they got it wrong.
The sergeant in charge apologized to her before he left. CPD has refused to comment on this case. It's been 2 years since the raid, and COPA, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, says they're still in the process of trying to interview all of the officers involved. They did not say if anyone has been disciplined. At City Hall, Dave Savini, CBS 2 Investigators.
Now, this situation is crazy. You would think this couldn't happen all the time. You would be wrong. It happens a lot where they will enter a house or address and it be the wrong address because they don't double check their work. They don't double check the paperwork they have. Or, you know, and me, you know, I kind of work in law enforcement and I have to go look for people here and there. And I've done it in the past. People will, of course, give you the wrong information here and there. But this shouldn't have been in this way. The dude you were looking for had an ankle monitor. How do you not know that he's bagged and tagged?
That's an excuse. It's no excuse for that.
No excuse. And then two, you couldn't have looked at the paperwork properly. Not know you went to the wrong. It's next door. Next door. This go back to like. Well, it's not even, I can't even say go back in the days. This is shit like that now where people get stopped and profiled because you fit a description. Yeah. How many white people fit a description? I can go outside right now. Me and Drew. They would top both of us because we both got longer hair now. He got glasses. We both got beards. Yeah. You fit a description.
Yeah.
I bet I do, motherfucker. I bet I do. And then when you find them, they don't even look like us. Except that they both probably of African descent.
The stereotype against us is real.
It is real. If you want to call in and talk about this, 216-526-1555. The phone line is open, 216-526-1555. But it has happened to all of us at one point. Being stereotyped of being stopped randomly or because of our color. And even though it doesn't have to do with her situation, because she wasn't stopped. She was at home. And they invaded her privacy. They broke into her house, tore up her house, had her standing there butt-ass naked, humiliated, cuffed for 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
And then, you know, in most of that 20 minutes, she probably had clothes on for 5 of them. And it wasn't from her lack of saying, can I get dressed? She had to tell these motherfuckers 42 times, you got the wrong address. You're in the wrong place. You've done too much. And then they don't even secure her house properly. Y'all done tore her door up, and you're going to try to use her ironing board as like a brace to keep the door closed. To Chicago police, and to all the other police, to people who just don't double check their work, to you dumb motherfuckers who think you know what you're doing and don't be knowing what you're doing, I need you all to do me a big wild ass dumb ass favor.
Sit your dumb ass down.
You punk bitches, you. To that lady, man, I hope she win this lawsuit. I've seen, and believe me, you can win against the city or against a court or against the police department. Ask Chuck Brown Jr., Sr. if he won the case against the city before. Because I bet you'll hear the words yes and ask him how much money. But I also digress too, because now, you know, with the social tension and everything, especially our young black folks, you still want to not try to be too carried away with it because you will get shot. Yeah, okay, the police may be stopping you for the wrong thing, but that don't mean fight them because they will kill you. You can speak your mind, but cooperate as much as you can so that way you can go home. I don't want to see none of y'all die. I ain't saying be no bitch about it either. But come on, don't be on that, bruh. No, they gonna kill you. That's what they want to do. Use your head. Don't be dead. That's all I got for the Ratchet News today. It's a short one. We come back. We gonna be talking to Drew Lloyd over here about some Drew Lloyd shit. It's the motherfucking vibe, y'all.
What's happening? You already know this is DJ Watson. You tuned in to the vibe out here. I like to see it.
Like Yo, it's your girl, I take it Tierra. I got my girl Juicy on the track. We back to back. Yeah. Bitches stay talking out the side of they neck. I ain't with the drama, ho, go get a check. I guess these bitches mad cause they know I'm up next. And that's a guarantee, I'm taking all bets. Stuntin' on niggas, I'm bouncing on them like Tigger. I'm tryna get 7 figures, watching my pockets get bigger. He wanna taste it a little, he put it right in the middle. He wanna twiddle my fiddle, but boy, your pocket's too little. I ain't fucking with a nigga unless he got his bag right. I ain't tryna be your mama, better get your act right. And this pussy mad tight, when he bored he take flight. Nigga ask if I bite, yeah bitch I just might. Hey, I swear these hoes heated cause I'm plus size and I'm shitting on them. And I'ma keep eating, just watch my money get bigger on them. Fuck a side dish, I need a whole fucking entree. And if you wanna feature, bitch, send my money on delay. Hey, I swear these hoes stay talking shit. Speaking to the mic, I can't hear you, sis. I swear these bitches be howling. So I stay with the cannon, cause y'all be wildin'. I swear these hoes stay talking shit. Speaking to the mic, I can't hear you, sis. I swear these bitches be howling. Where my do that? It's just a fake bag. So I stay with the cannon, cause y'all be wild.
I know you heard of me. Bitch, I murder beats. I'm the doctor with that chopper, come and get this surgery. Cause I'm on a murder spree. If anybody wanna beef, and if you ain't scared of Tink, I bet you hoes scared of me. I'm a thief, I take your baby daddy from you. And if that nigga broke, I make him spend your little money. And I'ma twist it, pop it, twirl it, drop it on his beard in your apartment. I ain't the one you wanna start with, I will beat you up in Target. Cause me and mine's really with the shits. I told that iron all the time, talking shit will get you pistol whipped. Lil thick chick with a 30 clip. Pull up with about 30 chicks and show you and your sisters what I'm working with.
I swear these hoes stay talking shit. Speaking to the mic, I can't hear you, sis. I swear these bitches be howling. So I stay with the cannon, cause y'all be wildin'. I swear these hoes stay talking shit. Speaking to the mic, I can't hear you, sis. I swear these bitches be howling. So I stay with the cannon, cause y'all be wildin'.
Bitch, I slay all day. This way a nigga all in my face. Got more sauce than a condiment. I been it down, but you haven't seen. Free all my niggas out the penitentiary. Never been a bitch of me, better check my history. Hating hoes, drowning misery. Can't stop my bag, ain't no stopping me. Bitch, no face, no case. Post that nigga, it's a cold case. Hoes out here fucking everybody, nigga. At the end of the day, they still known late. Press that hoe, your face bar going hard. In the bar with no card, no cash. Every nigga hitting dash, selling ass, bitch, you down bad. Bitter ass bitches, loose ass lip get stitches. Money falling out of my bitches. Catch the drip on your lip, it's delicious. You live alone, not G's, bitches. Basic ass hoes, powdered up, fucking with your nose. Do as fuck, anything goes. Pussy blew out like a pothole, little thigh hoe. Bitches stay with some meat in your Tahoe. Never give a fuck about a bitch or a nigga. It's a cold girl when it walk in, make her shiver. Scary ass bitches talk shit on the ground when I see them out in public, eat my dick like a dinner. Nails lifting like they lace front, tail tuck, rolling up a roach blunt. I don't give a fuck, we did business in the past. I don't fuck with you now, ho, no sir. I know you see my videos, they are for TV, you silly hoes. Outfitted magazine, a whole 50 rounds. High velocity bullets, bitches going down. Been on go, getting money, all I know. I ain't fair, no hoe, I ain't selling my soul. I ain't gotta get naked to make it, I gotta get no ass shots. Niggas on my team like a mascot. I'm the spot, don't compete for spots. Hoe broke as fuck, looking for a handout. Lil' that can't compete, cause we don't compare. Ain't beefing with a bitch, we can take it there. Ain't shit you can tell me, got sauce to forget. Bitches can catch me like Michael Andretti. Put off on my city, my pockets on heavy. Been playing my fetty, drop broke at the net. Like Ike Turner, might beat on a bitch. Put my hands on my feet on a bitch. Beat her like Chris, drag a hoe all through the 6. I'm pretty bitch, but I got the mix. Break a bitch down like a brick. Probably got a 216 from St. Clair with the shit. She down over dick and accomplished shit, but know how to suck a dick. I'm Quentin Tarantino with the shot. Never live box with a thought. Ring a whole neck like a mop. Ring a whole neck till it pops. Ring a whole neck till she drops. Pull it on next, not I ain't Rapunzel with the bundles. Stacking cookies up for they crumble. Bitches wanna scope for a rumble. Thirsty on my face, tryna cuddle bear, rock, bunny, rubble. Any jazz a hoes in trouble.
jiggity check. You tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's the Open Mic King. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on all social media. Simply by searching for the Vibe on Air. It's real simple, nigga. You ain't stupid, is you? Go to Facebook and look for the Vibe on Air. Go to Instagram, look for the Vibe on Air. Go to Snapchat if you still go on Snapchat. Look for the Vibe on Air. Go to Twitter, the Vibe on Air. Hashtag the Vibe on Air. Or just simply go to www.thevibeonair.com. You can find us there as well. If you want to call in and talk to Drew, 216-526-1555, 216-526-1555. If you are an artist and you want your music played on the show, send us your music and your music videos to thevibeonair@gmail.com. And we will play them shits, even if you suck. But right now, our guests in the studio. Oh, let me shout out the artist that we just played because I got to be a nice guy about it. Shout out to my girl Artika Tierra with featured Juicy Roxanne with Holland. L.A. Bailey with Peace. And Barney Rebel by MB Jazzo. Stop drinking all that goddamn coffee with all that shit in the jazz. But ladies and gentlemen, in our guest studio right now, my guest is the entrepreneur Negro himself. Film, award ceremonies, red carpet, do it all. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Drew Lloyd. Yeah, the fake audience love you, man. The fake audience is in your team. What's up, Drew?
Oh, man, what's going on, man?
Now, I didn't know if I was supposed to put Andrew Lloyd or Drew Lloyd, because it's Drew Lloyd on Facebook, Andrew Lloyd on Instagram, and then, you know, it's the dude Andrew Lloyd Webber. I ain't want to get nobody confused with that nigga. Which I don't think they would, because he ain't black. Is he?
No, he white.
Okay, I just, you know, sometimes you don't know. I didn't know the dude that wrote the fucking Count of Monte Cristo was black.
You said who?
You remember the book, The Count of Monte Cristo?
I ain't familiar with that.
Yeah, his name was Dumas. He was a black dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was back in like a billion years ago.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but that was a black dude. That book was written by a black dude that a lot of people, white people, watch. I like to read. Education, it helps. But yeah, Drew, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. I see you. You know, you growing hair and shit.
Hey.
Is that the new trend now?
You want to do something a little different.
Yeah,
a little different.
Me too.
I see you.
I grew my hair out a little bit.
I see you.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know. But so I mean, you know, this first time we really had a real sit down. You know, we've passed each other in different settings and different things. You've done your thing, I do my thing, and you know. But this is really the first time. I think we talked once for like a hot second right before you did a red carpet thing for the movie premiere of a movie I was in by Melanie Charborough for Imprint.
Yeah.
And you was like, "Are you in the movie too?"
Hey man, I was what I was 18, 17.
I think that was 2018. Yeah.
That was 18. Yeah, that was 18.
Yeah, that's when you was doing the hat thing at the time. You had the hat.
I'm still doing that.
You're still doing the hats. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it was like, and you was like, "Yeah, I know you do the open mic and all that stuff. I didn't know you was acting too." I was like, not that much. I could do more. But now, I mean, now you've done some revolutionary shit in the city.
Appreciate it.
Especially for the new generation, because I mean, you know, every generation has a you. For real. I mean, there's always a person.
That's powerful. Man, stop it.
I mean, for real. I mean, there probably was a me somewhere who did open mics and do podcasts in his basement, and then there's a you who come up with award shows and create all kinds of avenues for, especially artists in our own city, to be recognized and to show love, and you know you grow it into a business. It's always a you every generation.
Man, that's
you're this generation's you.
Man, that's.
I don't know how else to put it.
Man, that's humbling, man. I don't even know what to say after that.
But I mean, let's break down the resume, man, from what I know, and you can fill in because I only know so much. And okay, yes, I'm supposed to be a journalist, but I don't do research. We talk and vibe. That's what I do. I only go off of what I know, and then you fill in the rest. If I say something wrong, it's supposed to be.
Okay.
No, but let's start. You know, the Ohio Hip Hop Awards.
Entertainment.
Right, the Ohio Entertainment. But but was there ever Ohio Hip Hop Awards?
Yeah, they started before me.
Okay, so you did okay.
And I just kind of
because that was I know because D. Loran had something to do with that one.
Yeah.
That okay, but then you did the Ohio Entertainment Awards, which
you
know is still going. And what how many have it been so far? How many like years of it has been?
8.
8 years.
8 years.
8 years. Wow. And how did that come about first? Because that's where I really started hearing about you.
I started in 2013 with the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards. It was a big deal. It wasn't my best award show as far as structure, but it was packed, and a lot of people got mad, across the state, saying I was just catering to Cleveland. So I officially named it the Ohio Entertainment Awards in 2015, and never looked back.
Now, and you had a lot of well-known people on different genres of different shit that have won awards. But before I even go into that, let's talk about this first. What made you even want to start doing awards like this on this level? I mean, it wasn't just like one day you was like eating a sandwich and you was like, you know what, this rapper in Cleveland dope, but he need an award. I'm gonna do it.
It was more so I was party promoting back in the day, and just kind of got tired of doing parties, and just wanted to see where I can go with stuff. And I was actually I was a fan of the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, and I just wanted to try it out myself, and I created a award show platform, and it took off for me.
Now, because that's also I remember you did do promotions too, and let's even go further back. Let's do it in reverse. That was me rewinding. Let's talk about your humble beginnings. What was your background before you even got into any of this? What was you doing, and then what led you up to all this?
Yeah, I made music. You know what I'm saying? I was an artist. I had made music, and that's where it all started. And like I said, I was in a relationship with my child's mother, and kind of, put me in a position of where I couldn't be a musician. I wanted to, basically keep my family together, honestly.
Now, was you like a musician, like you play instruments, you sang, you rap?
No, I was an artist. I was a hip hop artist. I was pretty popular too. Okay. Accomplished some things.
Did you always go by Drew Lloyd?
No, I went by Swagger 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Swagger 3 times.
Yeah, I had an ad lib. I did Swagger. Yeah, this is old. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Ed, who had gave me that name. But yeah, I had a buzz back. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, especially in my area, and I was known a little bit across town. Not like how I am now, statewide, and I'm known in some other states. But yeah, it all started with the music.
And then what progressed from the music to, okay, you progressed from the music and then you went to the party promotions. What got you into that?
Yeah, like I said, I was in a position where I got offered a record deal, and my child's mother wasn't having it.
She was on it.
Yeah. So I tried
even though the money would have been beneficial.
Yeah, I tried to. I just wanted to really keep my family together at the time, so
I feel it.
I wanted to stay involved in the music business, but just not be, the center of attention. But I end up being, the center, regardless.
So you always was that guy who stood out, and
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's always that one person. You may and it'd always be the shyest motherfucker. Or the most low, and I'm not saying you a shy dude, even though you mellow as fuck right now.
Yeah, the setting is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I like this setting.
Listen up, Lloyd. We go look. That's why we usually drink on the vibe over there.
We gonna turn it up for sure, man. But this is nice.
You just in all by the what the ambiance.
It's just nice in here. You know what I'm saying? I done did a lot of these.
I picked good furniture in this motherfucker. But I mean, no. So, what's some of the promotions you did? Like, okay, let's talk about that. What's some of the promotions you did that people might, because I'm an older cat. I'm maybe like close to 15 years older than you. I don't know.
I wouldn't say a lot, man. I mean, of course, the Ohio Entertainment Awards. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest platforms. But I done did probably everything you can think of, from celebrity basketball games to shout out to O10 Records. We were the first people to bring the baby here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. In 2019, Sada Baby twice. You know what I'm saying? 1 year was in 2019. Then we brought him this year, 2020. I then hosted probably all the big movie premieres, you know what I'm saying, in Cleveland. With Randu, I was supposed to host High School 2. I hosted Imprint.
Yep.
I hosted for Jim Williams at Tower City. I hosted my own film festival, the OEA Film Festival.
Another one.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled, another one.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
a lot, man.
Pretty long resume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and but you and it's all you. I'm not saying that you don't. I mean, you have a team, but you have built a platform, which has given a lot of other people a leg up to do their thing.
Yeah.
And it's a good, it has to be a good feeling because and I've seen I follow you and I follow you on Facebook and everything, and you don't really boast a lot of nothing like that. People always got something to say about something, because I've even said something like, you know what, I ain't got no award for best open mic in Cleveland. I ain't getting no award for the greatest podcast ever. I ain't getting no awards for the most women like me. But I mean, but also too, I'm like that too. I'm a very humble dude, because I don't be looking for all the accolades. But your job is to find the people with the accolades. It's not for you to put, because your accolades are coming because you're giving other people accolades.
Mm-hmm.
And what does, I mean, do you have a lot of people who have a lot of things to say about what Drew Lloyd does and the Drew Lloyd brand?
Yeah, I feel like as a promoter, you know what I'm saying, especially in my city, I don't feel like no promoter really has the support system that I have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple, but I jump into so many different lanes and people jump into them with me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd be doing movies. People take me serious as a producer to produce their films. People take me serious as a radio personality. People take me serious to run studios. People take me serious to put together their concert. I'm a trusted brand. You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew Lloyd, I'm a person, but I built the Andrew Lloyd brand, and it's just a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't been an easy road. I done took many losses, but I just kept going.
Now, I mean, do you have a background in the engineering and all this stuff, or is this something that you take your time? Because I don't have. I have some of a background in. I went to Cleveland State University for broadcasting, but never got to the actual broadcasting classes. I used to be on CSB, but didn't really be on CSB. You feel what I'm saying? But you learn how to do certain things. Did you pick it up from an actual class, or did you just pick it up by going?
I picked up everything basically by going, promoting, marketing, hosting. I used to be a horrible host. I'm talking about horrible.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I'm talking about horrible. To people know. You know what I'm saying? I give out the award, but I feel like I'm one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really think it's nobody out there that's hosting as many things that I'm hosting, because I can do so many things. You know what I'm saying? From the premieres to the concerts to the paint. I host paint and sips. I host book signing releases. People trust me to. I can adapt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best with graphics or the computer stuff, but when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to keeping the crowd engaged, when it comes to bringing the people out, something I know I can do.
Because see, being a host too, I can relate to what you said, because I know I'm a host and I host certain things that people look for me to be a certain way. Because my thing is, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck want to come out my mouth, and they expect me to do that to people that. Because I couldn't, I've hosted model, what you call the model shows or fashion shows and stuff like that. I could host a award show, but I don't think I could host something where Like, don't put me in church. Don't put me in church because that ain't my life. I'm gonna say motherfucker probably about 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that, but it ain't, you know, I like to cuss.
Yeah, I like to cuss too. And I like to drink. So
I'll be turned for sure.
I gotta have some sips. But yeah, I mean, and you do, and you're versatile. That's the thing too. You're versatile with a lot of different things, but you do have the support system, and your name is the brand now. You know, and of course it took that time to build that brand, but once that brand is built, you protect that brand and everything. And you know, you collaborate with a lot of good people around the city as well. So and now you're moving on into movies, even though how many movies have you been a part of so far now?
That's a good question. If we just talking about like me being in a film, I've been in, I want to say 2 or 3. But if we talking about like movie premieres, collectively, I would say what about like with me being in the film and hosting the premiere, I want to say about 7 to 10.
What about behind the scenes on movies?
Behind the scenes, about 3. One of my biggest accomplishments was, you know, being an associate producer for High School 2, which hit #1 around the world on Tubi in September 18th. So that's something that I'm very proud of.
And that's an Ivy League movie, right?
No, that's Johnny Filmworks.
Johnny Filmworks.
Yeah. And I just hosted her premiere too. Your Eyes at a Silver Spot.
Like, I've done a lot of plays with a lot of some of these actors, like, you know, Hakeem. Hakeem is in Hollywood right now.
Hakeem is that dude.
He's that dude. He's funny, but not as funny as me. And we talk about that a lot. And but he's more forward with his acting and everything. And there's a lot of actors in Cleveland. That need, like Heather Richardson.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to her.
She's still in
definitely.
Cali?
She's still in Cali, I think, too. But there's a lot of actors, a lot of directors, not a film mostly, but mostly plays. And they're trying to move over to film, like, you know, Philly Wheaton. Philly Wheaton, you know, I started with when he first started with his plays, and then he translated to film.
Yeah.
Mel Yarbrough, of course, you know, plays and translated to film. And there's a lot of talent in Cleveland. But Cleveland, it still has this overshadowing cloud to where it seems like if you start here, it's hard to you got to leave here to do something. Do you feel that same way now with all the avenues that you have in front of you?
Nah, I don't think you have to leave. I was just talking to my business partner. I think I feel like there's a lot of, I don't even want to say a lot because I feel like I'm one of a kind, but you know, when you go to other cities, I feel like it's a lot of promoters or businessmen that have that same drive. That's why they move. So I feel like I stand out anywhere, but I feel like I stand out more because I'm in a city where a lot of people don't have the drive that I have. So it's just more so about, you know, linking with like-minded people and creating that platform so that they would want to come here. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a hard thing to do, but I'm still up for the challenge. So that's why I didn't leave.
Now, me being the silly ass dude I am, I got an idea for a short film, but it's not really a short film.
Okay.
And I want to hear your idea on it.
Okay.
You ever heard the term to make a long story short but make a short story long? Which I don't get that other part, the short story long. Why would you want to make a short story long?
I've never heard the short story long
part. I've heard it by a couple of ignorant motherfuckers.
Okay.
But then I thought, okay, why don't we make a short story long? I want to make a long movie about a short story. You find a short story, but then add more detail to it to maybe you make it longer.
I'm all about creativity, and that's very creative.
Yeah, I thought so.
You got to do that before somebody, you know.
Yeah, and it's been said on my show already. It's all over it's all on Facebook and YouTube.
For somebody
yeah, try to steal it now. Try to steal it. Try to steal it. It's already been said. It's mine. I'll beat your ass. But yeah, I mean, it's and I think of shit like that because my thing is I want it to be funny. I want to do some serious stuff too. Everybody tries to typecast me as the funny guy because I do funny shit. But I have a serious back. I've done acting and everything like that. What is the hardest thing about trying to cast somebody into a role?
People thinking that they can act for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is people going into situations not knowing they line, especially when the people sent the script out to you, because it's a job, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to take this as it's not being a job. Hosting is a job. What you doing, open mics is a job, you know what I'm saying? This right, it's a job. You got to put time and long hours into your craft. So a lot of people that really be wanting the roles, they come up knowing their lines, and then a lot of people that don't really, they think they want the role, but they don't really want it. They don't come prepared.
It's because there's some people that are naturals, but there
Definitely.
are
there's definitely some naturals out there.
Especially if you really know how to read, because there are some. I'm sorry, there are some people who don't know how to read. But here's what I hate: they might have good emotion when they do. You could be a good person who can emote, but when you say the lines like phonetically, I don't like it. don't be up there like that person is dying in there. We have to go in there and get them.
Yeah.
Nah, don't do that. You have to. It's still got. It's acting, but like people trip on Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson. But you know why they are good actors? Because they know how to act, but they act like themselves in that role.
Yeah.
Now, some acting requires you to act outside yourself and fine, but you still don't want to sound typed. You want to sound like you speaking to somebody. Like, if I don't know, I wish I could. Let me read this. Okay, I ain't got my glasses. Never mind. But no, I mean, I'm just saying. But now, have you ever have you had people? What's some of the worst rehearsals you have seen, like, or some of the worst auditions you have seen, like, if somebody just sit there?
Man, probably the worst, and I'll take credit into this was we shout out to Logan, you know what I'm saying, which is my partner.
Logan Kingston, what's good?
Yeah, we got a lot of.
Thanks for the photo shoot, bro.
Yeah, we got a lot of films on the way. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to my business partner CJ. Shout out to Ivy Lee. We created something called Commission Creations. So that's a whole another thing we're gonna talk about. But probably the worst was when me and Logan teamed up to try to put together the Ohio reality series, like the Love and Hip Hop version for Ohio.
Right.
And they came in there talking about I can suck dick and. It's like it was pretty wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think they was trying to really audition. They was trying to just get on the audition couch.
Yeah, they was. It's a wild industry.
Yeah,
I say that was the most ratchet. How you got ratchet news? If you was doing ratchet news, say 3 years ago, we would have been on the segment for them auditions.
Wow,
it was pretty wild.
And sex sells.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes sex try to sell too much to get you to buy. And some of these girls and some of these dudes, they try too hard. It's not about that. It's not about that. But, like, all right, besides that situation, because that's funny. Because, everybody know about the casting couch or want to hear about the casting couch, even though you wouldn't even trying to offer a casting couch. They were trying to put you on the couch. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to. It was reverse cast couch, but
it get wild.
What's one of the best auditions you had?
Recently, me and Ivy Lee, Logan Kingston, and CJ. Like I said, we're doing a short film called Iniquitous, starring Mayana, and man, the people that came, it was way more people that did a good job than did a bad job, and it was kind of hard casting the people that we have for the film because a lot of the people that didn't make it still are really good actors and actresses. That's how hard it was. So
it's a big pool.
Yeah.
Now, being a person who is in film and working on films and doing short films and long films, and even other stuff you're doing, I gotta ask this question because my girlfriend been tripping on me about it.
Okay.
There's a film on YouTube that somebody put me onto, and it's crazy. It's called There's Something Strange About the Johnsons. Have you seen that film yet?
Never seen that film.
Have you heard about it?
Never heard about it.
Man, it's on YouTube. It is a film by a black writer, director, and it's probably the most unique short film ever made, and it will blow your mind. What's the level of what's your like? I gotta find a way to phrase this because this movie was fucked up. But I want to know like what would be your breaking point? Like, where would you stop at? Like, as far as subject matter, would you do? What's the craziest shit you would want to do on film? Like, you would get to do on film, or subject you would talk about?
I don't think I have a breaking point just because I work with Ivy Lee. Her creativity is amazing, and she goes there. She goes there. So I don't think I have well. I know certain things I won't do, but I don't think I have a breaking point with working with her.
Let me tell you about this film. I talked about it on the Ratchet News last week because this motherfucking film is about a son who grew up in love with his dad and used to rape his dad.
Oh yeah.
The son raping the father, man. That's fucked up.
That's a rough one.
That's a rough one.
That's a rough one.
That's a rough one. But yeah, I mean, but it was even though the subject matter was so sketchy, it was a well written, well put together with the acting.
Ain't that crazy though?
It was crazy,
yeah.
And people trip on me because why you watch it? I'm like, because yeah, it's hard to watch, but you have to think. The acting in this shit, it's just like if you watch any other tough subject matter movie, like what they talk about. What's the one with the cowboys? Brokeback Mountain and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the actors had to go play a certain thing, and they even though they are not that, you have to think about the dedication they had to put in. You have to think about the writing and shit like that. And that's what I thought about that movie. I just looked at it creatively, even though I was like, what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a script like that, if a script came across your page where it might be something that's that sketchy, would you look at it as the sketchiness, or do you think, how can I flip this?
It just depends. Like I said, working with Ivy Lee, I just let her creativity. Like, I believe in her so much, I just let the creativity flow. But if it was somebody else, like what you talking about now, I don't know, man. Because
that's a tough one.
Yeah, Ivy will break it down to me to where I can understand it and I can get behind it. I don't think she'll write about something like that though. I don't.
And I don't think nobody else would it either. That's the part of that. But I mean, Ivy. Yeah, I mean, you want to have somebody who is willing to push boundaries, especially when it comes to this, because especially with the way the new age and the way people think now. Yeah, they want to see the craziest things. People want to have that twist. They want to be surprised. There's a movie I was watching, because I watch a lot of movies on YouTube of independent people doing movies, and there's a movie on YouTube. It's from a group of people from Dayton, and they made a movie. It's not like the norm, because most movies you see on YouTube is hood movies. Everybody doing hood movies, but this was like a movie of people who are successful, and they all coupled up and they go somewhere, and it's all friend. But it ended up being like a thriller horror movie, but it didn't. With the way it was coming around, didn't, and it was well put together. Some of the acting was kind of bad, but it had good filmography and everything. So that's what I be looking for, because I like to look at independent movies, and I used to do something called the Hood Movie Review, but niggas got mad at me because I was bad mouthing them shit too much. But no, I mean, and it's just good that we got some great people who can write movies, because some people write movies, but they not really writing a movie. They write it like a play and they try to put it on film like a play. And you can't. It's a difference between a play and a screenplay.
Definitely.
And that's what I be looking at. And I know Ivy is you guys are putting together a play, and you got the right people in place, because you got Logan Kingston on the film, mm-hmm. and I know he's very particular about scenes.
Yeah, he's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I work with some amazing people too. Like you said, I may be. And I don't even think I'll be the face when I work with them, because they're great in their own way. Ivy, Logan, and my guy CJ, he's younger. You know, so I always tell people he's gonna be colder than me. He's 24. His creativity is amazing. So you know what I'm saying, shout out to my guy CJ. But I definitely get what you're saying though. We doing movies. We not doing a play. We doing a movie.
Cause I mean, you could bring a play to a movie, and Tyler Perry did that shit all
the time.
All the time. But it's just still you have to, when you do a play and write a screenplay, that's the difference in them. A play is a play. A screenplay is a screenplay. It's for the screen. So you have to really think about that. But what's some of the other projects you got coming around soon?
Movie wise or just in general?
In general, man. Everything, baby.
Yeah, well, shout out to my partner Dre Day. We doing a 2020 Winter Jam. We just created that platform. We're gonna do annually. Just for independent artists, starting Fly Tie, who got the record with DJ Ryan Will Fuck It Up, and he got the record Pressure. Definitely one of the biggest artists right now in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And starring Chino Nino. You know,
Chino Nino.
Yeah, you familiar?
I'm familiar with Chino Nino.
Okay, yeah, working with Cash Money back in the day, so that was unheard of in those times when he was doing that. So just to have those two guys on the platform with, you know, me and Dre, and we got Doughboy DJ Cool. Shout out to Doughboy RBMG. Mm-hmm. They whole camp. And I was just making a video today. I didn't post it up, but you know, I do feel like right now, you know, I'm definitely one of Ohio's biggest, you know what I'm saying, businessmen and promoters right now. And like I said, the intro that you gave me was just amazing, you know what I'm saying? So once again, I just appreciate you.
I wasn't riding your dick or nothing. I'm just
No, you just giving props, you know what I'm saying, where it's due, and I appreciate that.
But I mean, no, but you put in the work to earn any accolades that you're supposed to get. So, you know, I congratulate you, man, because I mean, you're doing it well, you know, and you know, I just want you to lend me $10,000. But we're about to take a quick break real quick because I got to play some music. And then when we come back, I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of more questions just randomly. And then I got something else for you as well. But this is The Vibe on Air. Mr. D's the open mic motherfucking king.
Yeah.
Drew Lloyd in this bitch. Yeah, we cuss.
Yo, what up, this Smooth?
This is going to 2 times. You are now fucking with www.thevibeonair.com. Hey, God. Happy birthday to my young nigga.
That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's
to see her now. I know I got charisma and swagger just for missing one component. I don't need to snap a picture, let these niggas know I'm focused. I just need the plug to send me something potent. That got young there out the smug. Not a job, boy, I came with the flood. We got everything out the mud. Let them say what they want, but I'm here with the shrug. I just do not give a fuck, yeah. Bless never say it was luck, yeah. Free never say I was stuck, yeah. Laughing at them while I count my bugs. I feel like a brand new person. Rebel with a brand new purpose. Bag got double C's on all the purses. Better know it's deeper than the surface. Do what I want and I give it my all. Winning results if you give me the ball. Been on the rise with no intent to fall. I came from the dirt, got it under my paws, dog.
All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. All I need is that one moment. That's all that I need is a moment. That's all that I need. Yeah, 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 that's all that I need. Always changing like the autumn leaves. When you think I left, I'll be right back in the spring. Regardless of what done happened, I'm still here. With other landing, I'm still there. That's the objective, hold on there, be patient. I'm still loading there. Said I'm still loading here. Yeah.
I just wanna love you all, but I can't give you all of me. Not until I'm free, no, not until I'm free. Burying the past, these nappy roots run deep. I need to go keep growing up, just promise you won't leave. Like the autumn trees.
Perfect.
This is a finesse. Deposits come direct. Gavin the connect. Spell bounce on my set. Give me my respect. We hit an hour the next. All around the world on a jet. All around the world on a jet. We the authority. We're the majority. You're the minority, dog. My money priority. If it comes short, then my kind of disorderly, dog. Do what I want. I don't like when you order me. Fortunately, fortunes coming in quarterly. Fountain head Finney predicted it. Sources of stream are unlimited. Jet full of 50s and Benjamins. Slip from the sheets with my women in. I like him too, let's get intimate. You, me, and him, it's a pyramid. Still not familiar with goddess affinity. People so shocked that I harness their energy. Give them the light and they tarnish the energy. Shout out my plug, I'm on grade to dispensary. Here I go adding this up to the industry. Deep people said they be looking for sympathy. Only catch out with creatives that interest me. All of the women that come with affinity. They come for affinity. They come for my energy. They really be into me. I know how to center me. I just won't move if you forcing me. Don't respond well to conformity. I keep the 9 on me normally. Water but fire to torture me. Deep I be tapped in the sorcery. Black magic, that is the sorcery. Slide through the game with my sword on me. I pay the cost in this. Yeah, I put the sauce in this. I am a boss in this. This is a finesse. Deposits come direct. Gavin the connect. Spell bounce on my set. Give me my respect. We hit an hour the next. All around the world on a jet. All around the world on a jet. Airborne on airborne, turn airfit to airline. Hair trigger, aim it, tear off your hairline. Proactive, Finny, I gotta prepare my. I don't be kissing no ass with no airtime. I know who got this, we need a goddess. I keep a fleet, you know I need options. Me and my women go trying. NJ content ain't hopping. Picking out land when we shopping. Do what you want when you pop it. Know I'm got body, but modest about it. Into the spirit, no reason to doubt it. I made it clear when these feet tried to crowd it. Confident, I don't be dwelling in clout. If it is crowded, I'll find a new route. I see it better, my eyes closed. Innocent, stare at the cosmos. So just when I'm switching up time zones, they never know what I'm on. Building my empire, rising a Leo, hop empire. Yeah, levitate, elevate, feel you the bomb, you gon' detonate. I'm in my own lane, I do my own thing. I got my own game. This is a finesse. Deposits come direct. Gavin the connect. Spell bounce on my set. Give me my respect. We hit an hour the next. All around the world on a jet. All around the world on a jet.
It's the vibe on there. Mr. D's over my cake. I'm kicking it with True Lloyd. He's like, I don't know if it's the bookshelf. But what? It's just the environment is different. I think it feel home, like homey. It's homey in here. You know? Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm in his top 3, man. That's all I'm saying. The other haters mad at me because I ain't in y'all top nothing. Because you ain't in my top 3. But we kicking with Drew Lloyd in the building right now. We talk about all kinds of shit. But Drew said he wanted to ask me some motherfucking questions. So I'm gonna leave it on the main camera so I can be involved in it too. So let me get over here. I'm doing some politicking on Facebook and shit too. So hold on. Go ahead. See you soon. Hold up. Let me stop the music. Let the music play out for a second. We're gonna vibe. It's the vibe on air. It's the vibe on air. It's the vibe on air. Hey Lloyd, what you gotta say, bro?
So, I feel like we have.
Oh, hold on. I just fucked up. Now say something.
All right.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have seen each other in passing.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I'm definitely the king of the independent showcases.
Mm-hmm.
But you say you are the king of the open mics, which is such a dope platform.
Thank you.
Why are you the king? Let me know the history of why you, because I know you've been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So why are you the king of the open mic?
Well, I mean, you got to claim what you want to be anyway. You got to sometimes just put it out there. And okay, my first open mic was Kings of Queens.
Okay.
Especially when there's the red and black Kings and Queens. And it was, my open mic there was so different than other open mics. Like, it really was like B-sides, Purple Pages, with Ellis Royal, Carlin, and, Songchild, and Q Nice, and everybody was doing open mics. And, for me being somebody who nobody really knew, I wasn't a performer at the time, even though I used to perform back in the day. And just coming out of nowhere, I put together a platform where anybody, no matter what you did, could come and feel comfortable getting on the stage. Because, like you go to certain open mics, they don't want you, if a rapper, especially a rapper who might be rapping about, talking about bitches and shit like that, or talking about the street, which most rappers talk about. But they wanted the real hip-hop dudes, the backpackers, what I like to call them. And that's cool. But I didn't give a fuck.
We definitely the same on that, because, I open my platform up to basically anybody, too. I feel like that's where we connect at. And what you saying, you wasn't a performer at the time. Are you performing now? And then how did you get into doing what you're doing as far as entertainment? Because I know you got, a background in being a bail bondsman, but how did you get into the entertainment, into doing open mics? Like, what was your first love? Was you rapping? Was you singing? Was you making poetry? What were you doing?
Well, back in the day, I'm almost 40. I'll be 48 next month. And I was rapping back in the day, like Run DMC, KRS-One, and all them dudes was out. We used to, I used to battle people on the street. I tried to make little tapes. I did little shows and shit like that. I went to New Orleans to open for Mystical before.
Oh, dope.
But,
okay.
Yeah, but I never really sold no music or nothing like that. I was trying to produce music, but at that time I didn't know my avenues and everything. I used to mail demos to Warner Brothers to get letters back saying, try again, like that, But I used to always try to do shit. But my background too was when I went to college. Like I said, I was trying to go to college for radio, and I did some shows on CSB. I knew a lot of people who were trying to get me over at like ZAK and stuff like that. But then I was falling back because I was working and everything. Work and women used to always be my problem when I was young, because I was, I was always trying to worry about making money and taking care of bills and worry about my girlfriend at the time. Like it's kind of, you said you gave up a record contract because you wanted, and I felt the same way at the time, even though the girl I was with was a stank bitch. But but I've always been somebody who could perform like that. Even though I used to be shy, very shy. I used to get stage fright heavily unless I drank beer. Mm-hmm. But I got over that a long time ago. But it was like, here's how this open mic shit started with me. Because, okay, I was a bail bondsman, and I used to try to find ways to promote my bail bond business. And me and Kevin at Kings of Queens was real cool all the time. And I was always up there. So I told them, let's make a night where, I get the ladies drinks for the first certain amount of ladies. And, I talk about pass our business card business. I call it the Wednesday night bailout. And we did that shit. And, I've had my business cards, had flyers all around, had people talk to me, boom, boom, boom. And but then when it was one day, we were sitting up there on a Tuesday. And we was getting drunk, and it was me and another guy named Ern. He used to be security at Kings of Queens. And we sitting up there, and we talking about, they had the band. The band went on break. I was like, shit, we should do some poetry night up here with the band. And he's like, what you mean? And Kevin, me and Kevin and Aaron. I was like, yeah, all it takes is like really 3 musicians. You need a drummer, a bass player, a keyboard player, and we get people up here and they come up, they do their poetry and whatever. But I think we could add more to it. They can come do commentary if they want to rap. They can rap, whatever. We can put it together. I said, shit, I'll even host the shit for free. And that was it. And then We made a flyer. We came up with a name. It was just Wednesday open mic night. Then we did it. The first night bombed, like it's supposed to. But then Kevin came to me, and we told the story because we had a reunion from Kings of Clean Clothes. And it was me, him, and one of my drummer Myron. And Kevin was like, you know what? I'm gonna add my dude TLC. I'm like, TLC, I grew up with TLC. TLC was my mentor. So we got TLC involved, and it became I Got Skills open mic night. We created commercials, flyers, and everything, and we just started doing it. And it just the old, if you remember the old Kings of Queens, it was like the floor was it wasn't no stage. It was a floor with a mirror behind it. We called it the mosh pit because we had to block off because people just walk in front of you. They didn't give a fuck walk in front of whoever because niggas is ignorant. Definitely. But it's turned into a thing where people slowly, gradually start coming, and they would surround the floor. It was like a big ass mosh pit, and I had old construction lights to brighten up the stage, and that's what it was like. But it turned into a thing where so many people was coming out and performing. It got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we did that shit for years there until they decided to remodel. So we was down for a year, and when they remodeled, we opened back up, and then it got bigger. But then between that time, I did open mics at other bars. At Thirsties. Shout out to Reg Jolly and my man Tommy Brooks over there, Thirsties. They did their thing, and we did it there. I've been at Take 5 for open mic. I've done what was it? What was Kevante's before it was Kevante's? We started one there, but they tried to play us on money, so I had to stop fucking with them. I started doing at Joe D's, but the first day at Joe D's, the first day we were supposed to start doing is as soon as the band hit the first note, a riot broke out in that bitch.
Really?
That was the last day. And he tried to play me on the money too, and it was like, nigga, yo.
I got stories like that too. Now I heard you say when we were talking, you got back to doing it. So when did you take your stop, and then what made you come back?
Well, I stopped for like almost 4 or 5 years because I felt like the crowd was getting younger. I'm a little older. Not everybody was into it, and the open mic scene changed a little bit. I think everybody had stopped doing open mic for a while. B-Sides been going straight for a long time, so B-Sides was really like, you ain't even really see Carlin and them doing nothing. Carlin was doing more shit with DJ Chicago at the time. And I had fell back from it. I was working. I liked the break for real. I was good because I was tired of. My biggest thing was dealing with bars, dealing with bar owners, because bar owners don't want to pay you what you weigh.
That's a fact.
And they try to pay you like, okay, fine. All you do is play music. Nah, fuck that. If you want us to bring shit in, and I'm a promoter, and I'm bringing in a crowd, I'm creating an ambiance. Nah, it's not that. So I stepped away from it. People was always asking me to do this, put together this, put together that, and I just said, nah, I don't want to do it. Especially if it didn't feel right. It had to be the right vibe for me. So I stayed away from it for a while, and then it was funny because Carlin actually the one that put me on The Truth.
Really?
They hit Carlin first. Dude named Ben Honeycutt. He's like the personal book for them, and and we had just finished doing. Like I said, we just did the final open mic at Kings of Queens when Kings of Queens was closing right before they became Truth, and we turned that bitch out. People came out, of course, because I tell everybody Kings of Queens is the house that D built, because he didn't want to remodel that bitch and put a stage in there until I started bringing that open mic vibe in there. And it's true, you little motherfucker, Kevin. But I digress. But I mean, it was and like I said, it went hard. It went really hard, and it was a good thing. But Carlin, they was looking to put an open mic there, and they hit Carlin. Because Carlin was recently just doing Chicoya, and his open mic at Chicoya was going. He had me bring an open mic back there one time because he used to switch up the band, so he brought the band with No Name and me back with Cool TLC for one last time, and that was supposed to be the last time. Then they brought us back to Kings of Queens. That was supposed to be the last time. Then Carla hit me. They talking to him, and Ben, he's so cool, and he was, he's just a grown ass dude. And he talked to me, and it was like, I'll do it. I already been there. I know what the building is. I know that's my house. So I said, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. And then we was talking about how often we gonna do it. I said, let's do it just twice a month right now. And the price. You can't beat, and they wouldn't play. They weren't trying to be funny about the money. They was real business like. The contract, they came with paperwork, everything. It was like real professional, and that's the thing I was looking for, especially at this stage in my life. Right, I wasn't on it. Right. And then so we had that going, and then all of a sudden, a friend of mine, we've done plays together, and I know her husband. Her husband have relations and shit. So and it's over Andre TD's and Descartes, the cigar lounge. I said it wrong. It's Andre DeCarza TD Cigar Wine Lounge over in East Cleveland. And it's your upscale wine lounge and cigar lounge. It's the only cigar lounge that serve liquor and have food. It's like an actual bar. And, you know, actually the funny thing is before they opened, Tiffany had been asking me about doing open mic. But, you know, I was, like I said, I was fall back on open mics. And she said, come on, D, you got this one going. You might as well do this one. I said, okay, well, I could do it on the other Wednesdays. I'm not doing there. And she said, fine. And, you know, she gave me she told me what she wanted. And I was like, okay, it's cool. And that was it. And I've had other offers, too, from other bars that opened up. But, like I said, my schedule is so tight with the other shit I'm doing. But, I mean, it's been cool coming back. But I'm also feel like an old man doing it now. But I mean, I know I can bring the people to the place. And that's why I'm the fucking open mic king.
Oh, no, like, you know, I definitely see. The thing is, it's like I've been seeing some trend on Instagram when it say you know, be around people so when you brag it don't seem like you basically like talking down, in a sense. That's what they saying. And I love the confidence. Like I said, I feel like I'm the king of the independent showcases in Ohio.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? I pack it out city to city, but open mic is such a different experience. You know what I'm saying? It's really like giving people a chance, you know what I'm saying, to come do their thing. And that's something dope for the culture, man. And for you to do it. And see, that's the thing. Like, when you think about Jordan taking a break and then coming back, like how he never left. Didn't you feel like that though, in a sense? Like,
I'm
you know
blushing.
what I'm saying? Like,
I'm a hard ass nigga, man. I don't blush, dog.
But look though, because you know what I'm saying, like, and me and my partner, we trying to give people their flowers, definitely. And then, you know, you said we don't have a nomination for open mic, you know what I'm saying, but we are recreating the brand, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I might want to talk to you, you know what I'm saying, about maybe, you know what I'm saying, giving that award away or see, you know, we'll talk. But how do you feel about, you know, have you ever thought about that? Like, man, I took a break, I got tired of the business, and I jumped back in and got it going like I never left. Have you ever thought about that?
I don't think I got to start like I never left, because it was in a lot of good hands. Open mic is still there, because you still, B-sides, I don't know if they still going out, because you don't hear about B-sides as much with COVID, the way they changed things, so shit slowed down. But I mean, you got Songchild still dope as fuck as a host. Mm-hmm. You got Watts. I used to call Watts the prince of the open mic, because I'm the king, so he had to be the prince. You got Carlin. You got Arrogant. Of course, Arrogant is, you know, even though he sound like his chest is full of his love. Hey y'all, that if you like what you hear, say alright. That's my nigga. No, Carlin, no, I do that shit in his face. That's my nigga. But I mean, you got all these dope ass people. Tony Harris, he's a great promoter for, you know, Talking Cleveland. That's my dude. I mean, there's so many people that's still out here doing it. But I mean, I think it's just about taking the time. But the hardest thing about doing it right now, and it's just bad timing, is with all these curfews. Yeah. Even with this curfews, I'm still getting people to come out and perform, because I know people come out more if it wasn't a curfew, and it was, you know, and Wednesday was always a crazy night, but Wednesday I think is still the best night for open mic, because it wasn't a lot going on. The only other thing going on, which can pull a crowd, separate a crowd, is karaoke, because you got people like Tina Wynn, who's the queen of karaoke. She doing karaoke on Wednesday, and I'm doing open mic. But you still get them people who come to open mic and then go to see Tina, or they go to see Tina, go to open mic. So it's just about really just getting it out there. Because a lot of people will still act like, oh, where is that? When is it? And with the time change, it keep jumping. So it's just about getting it there. And people, I think it's confusing because we on two different places. But I mean, all you have to do, the niggas don't read flyers.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, because you definitely brought up something that I feel like, you know, like you said, every generation has their it guy, especially. And one thing that I like you just did just naturally was just say, you know, you said her name is Tina Wynn. I'm not familiar. Tina Wynn,
yeah. Tina Wynn is the one.
You said she's the queen of karaoke.
Yes.
You see how, like, it's so easy for you to say that about another person that's kind of doing what you're doing. I feel like my generation, because I'm younger, man, the hate is so thick. Did you grow into that person? Because I'm not going to be here like I was a saint. Like, I was wild at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I felt like people were stealing my ideas, doing things I was doing, hating. I've always had supporters, so like it was like, you know, me and a gang of people. Did you grow into like this person, or were you always like a person that gave people their props?
I've always tried to give people props, but I know niggas didn't like me. I was some nigga they didn't know. Who is this nigga? And you know, like even my keyboard player Joe F told me the other day, some nigga like all he do is host. All he do is get up on the mic. But that's not all I do. I promote. I put the shit together. I keep everything in order. Because some of these musicians, not to downplay musicians, but they play. But they're not organized. I organize shit. I make sure we go on time. I make sure this gets done. I make sure we get paid. I
don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like that was very disrespectful for somebody to say all we do is host. Do you know how hard it is to host in front of people you don't know, whether it's 210, 200 people, to keep the crowd engaged, to keep people wanting to come back to an environment? That deserves to get paid for one. It's very hard.
That's hard. And you got to be the bridge between your band and everything else and the people coming up and trying to make sure you get people to come, because that's one of the hardest obstacles is to get their asses in the seats.
Facts.
And to get the people there. And if you can't get them there, yeah, you could be somebody who can come up there and sing. There's a lot of people who can sing. Like Brandon Landry can sing and Brandon Landry can host, but not everybody is a Brandon Landry.
Facts.
Not everybody's a Brandon Landry. There's some people that come up there and they just say the same shit all the time. How you doing? You feeling the vibe, right? You can't interact. I keep people enthralled because I know how to speak to people. I come up there and I talk shit about people, but I also know how to keep you entertained, to keep talking to you, because I'm gonna make sure you stay interactive with me, interactive with the band. You know, that's what it's about. And the thing is, when I first started, like I said, nobody knew I was, because I wasn't on the scene. And my dude Myron would tell you know Myron Gardner. Myron would tell you, nobody knew who I was. Myron didn't know who I was. And then I started coming up there, and you know, I used to have TLC. Everybody knew TLC. And then, you know, I started going there, and then I started, you know, I'm funny. I know I've been ranking. I went to Glenville. I know how to rank. So I was ranking and talk about people, and I came up with my own thing, and you know, and that's what it took. But I was always that person that I created the ads. I was the one that's putting the word out there, and that's the one thing that everybody knew about me. D will promote, and that's why it kept me getting other gigs. And yeah, you had to, and even in them, Carlin and them didn't know me, and everybody and our shit was always like labeled as ghetto. At Kings and Queens, it was labeled as ghetto.
We are like the same person. Which is fine. I promise you. Like, I've definitely got that label too. You know what I'm saying? Ratchet. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't mind that, because I wanted it to be, let it be ghetto, because I wanted it to be different from yours, because you know what? More people are ghetto.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted,
feel like we were more relatable.
All the pretty girls want that ghetto shit.
Man, that's you know, especially with me being involved in the radio, you know, shout out to DJ Cristals, who gave me my first opportunity to be on 95.9 FM on Mondays.
That's what's up.
Saw something in me, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate the platform, so I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm asking you questions. Like, I feel like I'm a professional.
You know who you remind me of when you talk? Ooh. And I was just talking to him the other day. I was at a spot. Sam Silk. You and Sam Silk kind of got the same.
Hey, that's a compliment, man.
And shout out to Sam, man, because he about to put me on. Be looking out for my cookbook coming out. Yes, I'm a fat nigga with a cookbook. Or used to be fat nigga. I lost 80 pounds, baby. But yeah, I mean, you remind me of him. And he growing hair too.
Hey, that's a dope compliment, man.
But, I mean, Sam, for real though, you have a vibe to you too that you miss that too. And I, like I said, as somebody who I used to do radio, and I want to get back. I mean, I really wouldn't mind doing a radio show too. If I could do all media, not do nothing else, that would be perfect. I would rather do that. I don't want because that's what I really wanted to go to school for. But of course, you know, life happens.
Man. Say that again.
So, but the thing is, I've always wanted to be on the mic, in front of a mic, in front of people. Like, people are always trying to get me to do comedy, but I'm not a writer.
People want me to do we the same person?
I think we is, man. How old are you, man?
I'm 31.
See, I'm 47.
Okay.
Like I told you, I'm about 15 years old.
But you don't look.
I know, I don't. It's because I'm part Indian, you know. I got Indian in me. No, but for real, but I try to keep myself in a younger place too, but I'm not trying to be a young nigga.
I can tell.
But
yeah.
But I mean, that's all I've ever wanted to do, and and I look at Watson, look at you, and I look at a few others like Skinner. I like Skinner too. Skinner, my nigga. Skinner dope as fuck. And Skinner, he has a place too because he hosted the open mic at King Queen after I left. Watts did, he did, and Mookie Montonio.
Yeah, that's my
he did
guy.
something up there with him and Vanity Star, and they kept the vibe going up there. But really, EJ the Animal did something up there. But really, it's only one king. This was like the Lord of the Rings, Return of the King when I came back to True. So just know.
Yeah. Talk that shit.
Gotta fuck with that. And shout out to Malik X. That's my dog.
Okay.
He wants to be the open mic king too, but you ain't did enough open mics, baby.
Talk that. Talk that open mic.
I gotta fuck with you, Malik. But that nigga's one of the dopest rappers in Cleveland.
Okay.
If you ain't heard Malik X, check him out. But this is the part of the show where I need to go back to you.
All right.
And this is the first time somebody came on my show and interviewed me. I am humbled right now.
I'm different.
I feel like a bitch. But this is the part of the show, Mr. Drew Lloyd, that really is about you. Because guess what? It's time to play America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? This is the show where you have to define slang words into regular ass English. That's right, Drew Lloyd. There is a game show that you must play. And I'm going to give you the rules. Now, you seem like you a smarter nigga than some of these motherfuckers that be coming up.
No, hey, listen, I'm all right. I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
I'm
see,
okay.
But you don't drink and smoke.
Yeah.
So you might actually understand it because everybody else be drunk by the time this show come on.
Right.
All right. So here are the rules.
Okay.
You have to define slang into regular English.
Okay.
You cannot use slang to define slang.
Okay.
Or you cannot use the word to define itself.
Okay.
So I actually would do a pungent mean. You can't say it's pungent. You can't do that. You have to define it as like the dictionary definition.
I don't even know what that means. But
I know, but that wasn't even a slang word either anyway.
Okay, I was about to say that. Yeah.
But pungent means it's really strong and a strong hit to the nostrils. But
okay.
See, I know words. But the purpose of this show is to root out people who say shit and don't know what they're talking about. We all see Facebook. We all see Instagram where people type shit and they type it wrong because they don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Right.
Like they say no but put KNOW. Or they put no like NO, he don't know what he talking about.
Right.
But we going to define slang words. If you get the word correct, then what you will get is this.
Woohoo!
If you get it more than correct,
That's hot.
if you get it absolutely, positively, like right on point,
Excellent.
If you get it wrong, though,
Okay.
if you get it more than wrong, if you say some straight up dumb shit, and of course, you will be timed, even though it don't matter.
Okay.
And I will be talking in this voice. Drew Lloyd,
all right.
Are you ready,
I'm ready
to play?
I'm ready.
What does it mean?
Definitely.
Let's go. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Your first, and yes, I'm going to screw your name up a whole lot. Your first word is, okay, the words, it shouldn't be showing the definitions. Your first word is bay. Bay.
Bay as B-A-E? Or Bay?
Just the word bay.
Oh, the word Bay? Girlfriend.
I'll give you the short one. That is correct.
Okay.
Or it could have been your significant other, because some people don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They might have a boyfriend. Girl or boy. They might have a... Just saying, but that is correct. It is your significant other.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. So far, so good.
That was an easy one, though. It's going to get hard.
I know. I definitely know. because it was on purpose. Your next word. Draw Lloyd. I know what I said. Your word is, see your little face is just like, what? I tell you I'm fucking your name up. That's the part of the show too. I fuck your name up.
Oh, draw Lloyd.
Yeah, draw. Because it's Drew, but we drawing.
Okay. All right. So draw Lloyd.
Your word is.
Oh.
Your word is jonesing. Jonesing.
Being in somebody's business.
No. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Jonesing is to have a craving for something. A craving for something.
Okay.
Like you're jonesing for a cigarette. Or you're jonesing for that girl's butt.
I never heard that term.
You never heard jonesing?
I mean,
hold on, man. I'm jonesing, man. I'm jonesing for a sandwich right now.
I've never heard that.
Well,
term.
you are, yeah. I get it.
I learned today.
I get it. But you know.
All right.
Now you know. Your next word. Brew Lloyd. That was a stretch. That was a stretch. Brew. Your next word is bromance. Bromance.
The bros.
Still answer.
Brother romance.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, bromance.
You gonna say with the exact same word with longer? That's a short story long. That's a short story long. That's a short story long. No, that is not correct, Drew.
What's the answer?
A bromance is when two male friends are very, very close and they hang out all the time. It has nothing to do with any homosexuality. It's just when you're my bro and I'm your bro and we hang out tough. Everyone has one.
Okay.
But white people gave it a name.
Okay. See, I'm not. If these are slang, I don't know these ones. Like
that's why we're here. I'm teaching you.
You're here to educate. Okay.
Your next slang word, I'm gonna give you one that you might know.
Okay.
Drew, liggity Lloyd. Your word is op. Op.
Oh, the enemy.
Excellent.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes. It's the enemy or the opposition.
Yes.
That is correct, Drew Lloyd. Very good. Very good. You finally got one.
His voice is hilarious.
That's your second one, I believe. Correct? Very good. Your next word, Dr. Dre Lloyd, is face card. Face card.
Your identity.
Oh.
My face card is good, by the way.
And you know what?
That's hot.
I like that answer. I had to give it to you. I had to give it to you because that is correct. Because it is your identity, but you know what it actually means? The actual definition?
What?
Is where you don't need an ID to walk in any place because they know your face. People who know your face, which is your ID.
Right.
They don't need to have a plastic card or your picture on something. They know, oh, that's Drew.
Yeah.
Boom. Killing them. Dead.
I'm on a roll right now. I'm on a roll right now.
So far, you got 3 total answers right out of 5. That's not really a roll. That's like a soft push. But but we about to get there. Because your next word, Lloyd Drew. I couldn't think of nothing good.
Just flipping my name all day.
I told you it's part of the show, nigga. Don't get all right.
All right.
Your next word is zip. Zip.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop the clock.
Nope.
All right. To all my no comment.
You can say what you want on here. We ain't got no censorship on this bitch. Fuck that. Spit it out, nigga.
It's a certain amount of marijuana.
You actually, that is a partially correct answer. I give you that to you. It is correct. It is a measurement of drugs, marijuana or whatever. But it is normally a zip is what is like a Ziploc bag of drugs, but it's actually an ounce in a Ziploc bag. But the zip is a zip of drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. See?
Okay, no censorship. Okay.
Yeah, you can say what the fuck you want to say on this bitch.
Podcast.
Hoes.
Is that the word?
No, I'm just saying shit on there just to prove the point. Bitch.
Females that don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just saying shit. But yeah, we know what hoes is.
A four-legged dog.
You gonna define everything I say now? Skip, scap, scallywop. What is that? What's that?
I don't fucking know.
It's the same thing as four-legged dog. She's a skip, scap, scallywop. Your next word. Drizzy Drew from NYU. I don't know where you're from. Your next word is wave. Wave.
A popular trend.
Excellent.
You are on the road. Okay, that's correct. A wave is the trend, the new thing, the movement, what they are following.
Yeah.
Which they're doing with you. They are following.
I got a nice wave.
That's pretty good. See, you would have got look. You would have got like what 4 correct in a row, and you had 1 correct before you was fucking up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got 5 correct. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. But you know what?
This
is the part of the show where these are your landwords. You have to get these next 2 words correct. And if you get it right, you win the game. If not, we gotta take you out back and deal with you. Yeah, yeah. Stop taking selfies, nigga. Yeah. Are you ready for your last words, Drew Lloyd?
I'm ready.
You ain't ready.
I'm ready.
Your first word is hangry. Hangry.
Hungry and angry at the same time.
Oh, I see you got a TV. That is correct. Excellent. Yeah. Your next word, Drew Lloyd, is beat. Beat.
Tired. Tired. Exhausted.
That is incorrect.
I'm beat. I'm tired.
It's when a woman's makeup is put on perfectly to the extreme where it look like she got a different face.
Now, there's different type of beats out there.
Nope, we talking about current slang. Yeah, you know what? I would say that you're correct too because yeah, I'm beat. You know, or you could say drop a beat. All them different beats. It's too many definitions for that one. So I'm gonna make that a 3-part. After today, you're right. So after today, right now you're wrong. But after today, anybody else who say the beat, you got to give me all 3 definitions. Boom, killing them. So thank you. You made it harder for everybody else. Now they're gonna hate you. So your next word, because I ain't gonna even let that count for you.
Okay.
I don't even count for you. You feel good about that?
I do.
Okay, I changed my mind. No. Your next word, Drew Lloyd, is bet. Bet.
I feel like this is a 3-part answer, but
it definitely is not.
On this one, saying bet is just basically like agreeing. Okay. Agreeance. Bet.
Excellent.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Bet. Now, for an extra bonus question.
Okay.
Can you tell me what Internationally known New York slang word means the same thing as bet.
Internationally known.
Internationally known. Everybody says it.
Word.
Niggas say it without even knowing they saying it. It's a New York slang word.
New York slang.
It's a word from New York. You know it.
I don't. Only New York, is I know is sun and.
Is that Shaggy and Scooby walking down the hall? That is incorrect, Drew.
I said the only. Oh well, that was my answer.
Oh, what's your answer? Give me an answer. Let me see if I can. Do I need to hit it again?
Nah. Hey, Saints New York slang word is bad. I don't know that one.
The word is word. That's why I kept saying. I kept emphasizing word when I was saying it. I do that every show. It's word. Bet and word mean the same thing.
Word?
Word.
Word? Yeah,
Word.
You're right.
Word.
I didn't think. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Bet came from down south, and it came to Cleveland. A lot of people think bet is from Cleveland. Cleveland is not. It's not from Cleveland. It came from the south.
I thought it came from Cleveland.
No.
Okay.
It started in the south first, and then came here. But yeah, would you like one more chance? I'll give you one more chance.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Ooh, you feisty. Let me see. Let me get a good one. Ooh. All right, this one ain't hard, but I'm gonna give it to you. Your word is drip. Drip.
Shout out to the drip. You know what I'm saying? Drip is basically, fashion. You know what I'm saying? What you wearing, your style.
I'm gonna give it to you. Oh, the wrong one. Wrong.
It's hot.
There you go. That is correct. But I'm gonna give you the actual real definition of what drip is supposed to mean.
Okay.
Because drip has nothing to do with fashion. You know what drip really is supposed to be?
What?
How many diamonds you are wearing. How yeah, your diamonds, the drip means that your diamonds are so icy that they're dripping. That's what drip is. Diamonds on my wrist, they drip. It's about your drip, but then it formed into that later. Your whole outfit, your outfit is your drip now. Everything is your drip, but it really originated with the diamonds and how white your diamonds are, how bright your diamonds are, how wet your diamonds look. That's good. Hey, you did. Hey, Drew.
What's my score?
It don't even matter. By this point, I forgot what your score was. But you did good. You did real good. So I got to thank you for playing America's favorite game show. What does it mean? None of our contestants receive anything because, first of all, they should have paid me to come on this motherfucker. Anyway, I said, somebody please pay me something, man. I got to pay this bill next week, and then anybody give it to me. That was long. It's just a bit of fun, Drew. You have a good time, Drew.
Hey, I'm a go on record and say probably not only top 3 environments of the podcast, definitely top 3. I don't even want to say top 2 interviews and experiences I've had. I've been doing a lot of these since 2013.
Man, don't make
this
me.
Is it.
Man, the fake audience ever try to throw roses at you and shit, man. Stop it. Y'all calm the fuck down, fake ass niggas. But no, Drew, right here is a very important part of the show.
Okay.
Shout out to Carla Warnick, checked in. Shout out to Danielle Taylor, Gabriel Ramos. Damn, Gabe, you still around? I forgot. I ain't seen you since high school. Shout out to it's so many people. I had to switch it. I dropped some people, but hey, I love you all, man. Thank y'all for support, man. Make sure y'all follow, and subscribe. Fuck with Drew Lloyd, but this is a very important part right here.
All right.
This is where you're gonna look into the blue eyes of the camera. It's like Dean Martin.
Yeah.
You're gonna look in there. It's not about promoting yourself right now.
Right.
This ain't about promotion.
Okay.
This is about looking in the eyes of the people. Because they're going to follow later. They're going to watch it later on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever they watch it.
Okay.
But I want you to look into their eyes and tell the people what you would like to leave on their hearts and minds.
What I want to tell the people is you can do anything you put your mind and your grind to. A lot of people say you can do anything you put your mind to, but you actually got to put the work in. You can think about it, but your mind has to go to your feet so you can get up and start that day. So you can do anything you put your mind and your grind to.
That was great. That's real advice. You need to take it and shake and bake it. Before I even ask you the next thing to promote yourself, you follow football?
Yes.
What's your allegiance to?
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan.
That's what's up. See, if you would have said Steelers, I would have had to cut the show.
They got it too. We some Browns fans. Here we go, Browns. Shout out to the Browns, even though we didn't win that game.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what I mean? Shout out to them. And they played their heart out, man. It was a good game.
We got 2 more games. I think it's 2 more. Steelers is in January, right after New Year's, and then we got who? The Cowboys?
Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah, and we gonna walk through them. We're gonna walk through them like we walk through the mall. And but
are we a championship team?
Man, we about to be. We definitely going. Right now, if we make it to the playoffs,
it's huge.
It's huge. I mean, we ain't been 10 in whatever, and I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I've been a Brown fan since the Cardiac Kids. So you know what I'm saying? I've been a Browns fan since Brian Snipe, since even before that.
Get me hit.
So, you know, if you're a Browns fan, you're a diehard Brown fan. You lived and died through this shit. So to you Steelers fans, especially Stan Edward Moore from the Cats, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck any Steelers fans. Shawnee, you a Steelers. Why all the fake people who had records in Cleveland is Steelers fans? Because y'all stupid. Y'all, you know what? Fuck y'all. But this is the important part right here. Shoot out your info so people know how to find you, know how to book you, if they want to audition, whatever.
You follow me on Instagram at Andrew Lloyd 216, Facebook Drew Lloyd, or you can tap into my website, which is about to start something very new, but my website is ohioentertainment.media. And yeah, man, I'm out here in Ohio heavy, you know. And shout out to the platform, man. Shout out to the vibe on there. Shout out to the Open Mic King. This was definitely a great experience.
I appreciate that, man. Look, I got to shoot out some people too, because we've lost some people. I've lost some people, and the city's lost some people. You know, shout out to my homegirl Tamika, True Thoroughbred from Columbus. You know, she just passed this over this last couple of days. We miss you and we love you, and it just hurts so much, man, that you gone. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. That just fucked me up. Shout out to my homegirl Cutie Pie. I should have announced this a while ago, but you've been gone for a little bit, but you shouldn't be gone. Shout out to the legend, Cleveland's own, from the Rude Boys, Edward Buddy Banks.
I've seen that all over. Yeah, I've seen that all over.
Man, Buddy, shout out to, that shit is hard, man. Shout out to Bingo from the Rude Boys. If you've lost any loved ones or anything, you know, our condolences to you. This year has just been taking a toll on everybody and everybody's family. And, you know, I hope God keep and hold everyone that's paying attention. And just stay tight with your family and stay tight with your friends and stay tight with everyone, man. And just hold on to the love you have with these people, man, because it's been a rough one. Hopefully after this year's gone, 2021 is just an uplifting thing for everybody. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Drew Lloyd, man, he's been here. He's been kicking it with us, man. And it's about to be some changes, man. We about to, the change gonna come.
Yeah, you got.
Oh yes, it will.
I got your number now, man, and we gonna get some things going.
It's been too hard living. I'm gonna sing that karaoke.
It's been
sometime.
too long.
I know what I said, but look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all fucking ages, you have been tuned in to the Vibe on Air, Mr. D, the Open Mic King. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to all our social medias. It's time to sing the Vibe on Air song. Let's go. Facebook, the Vibe on Air. YouTube, the Vibe on Air. Instagram, the Vibe on Air. Snapchat, the Vibe on Air. Twitter, the Vibe on Air. Everywhere, the Vibe on Air. Next door, in there. What's that at?
The vibe on air.
What about the auntie?
The vibe on air.
Is your cousin free?
The vibe on air.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Vibe on air. Hey, we'll be back next week. DJ Ball gonna be in the building next week, man. We're kicking it with DJ Ball. We got my man Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy coming up after New Year, man. We gotta bring him on. He got a new EP. We gotta play that shit. It's going down. The vibe on air, man. Thank y'all for all these years, man. Now send me some money, cause I can't pay for all this for myself. Even though I have. We up out of here. Drew Lloyd, Mr. D. Tell your sister I say hi. We up out of here. Let's go! You bitch.